You want to do the intro, Chris?
No, I don't want to.
Okay, guys. The video did well. I have not uploaded that video, by the way. This is like day 2 after I recorded the first episode. We're here with Chris again. Say hello, Chris. The What If Man.
What's
Say
up,
hello.
gents? What's up, gents?
If you like the video, please like the video. Playing this shit again. Where did we leave off? Right here. Hi again, Chris. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Go ahead and read that, Chris.
You read it.
Come on, bruh. Shoot, bruh.
Nah, don't worry.
Come on!
Oh, this might look a little strange for me, but at least, what? But I at least keep my word.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Chris. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive
not.
headfirst into...
It is not. I embarrass myself.
Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the clubs this year. Join any clubs. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. We didn't have any clubs in high school, did we, Chris?
No.
You had what? You had the art club and that's it, right? Yeah, the robotics. And then you
I
had
remember in
fucking
middle school
volleyball.
we had like drama club, but that was it.
Yeah, middle school you had like... What was that shit called again? Like...
Drama
fucking-
club and
No,
then
I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it, Chris. Natsuki! You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room.
whoa, oh whoa, that's
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Chris always had... He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
they're they're
Her
attractive.
name's Yuri.
They're all trying to get me,
I mean,
basically.
I guess you could say that. I don't really know about all that. Chris.
She literally just exposed like a embarrassing moment that happened in front of me, and it's like, bruh, like,
Alright, dude.
there's enough Chris going around.
Wait, I bet you and oh wow. Sayori. Hmm?
Hmm?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. But wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How was this girl accidentally being so cute? She's just handing me a book. She's just being nice. Like... Dumbass motherfucker. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it on your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Wasn't the plan to bring a poem in tomorrow, which is today?
I think so.
Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in a closet. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah! Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. Fucking like I was in her fucking face, my eyes wide open, fucking. But that only makes her. That, we're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and and a relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Makarov. Markov? Did I say that right? Markov?
I think so.
Dumbass. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of the relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of that's kind of dark, isn't it?
It is.
Wow. Are you not a fan of the story, Chris? I'm talking to you, Chris!
Wait, what? Like I'm over like.
She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Uh, I've read like two horror books in my life. Never. I don't, no. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's, I really don't mind. You need to worry. Oh, wow. I read that fucking horribly. I don't really think you need to worry. Wow. That just means you're passionate about reading. And the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's, well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Ha ha ha. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into a seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem to be you seem to be a little apprehensive. That's. I'm sorry. It's it's not. I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with somebody. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Yeah, I don't really like that either. Reading with people looking over, like standing, bro, in
Yeah.
class. That shit was so
That's
fucking
why I
annoying,
hated reading out loud. Cause
bro.
I
It's
feel like
so
everybody just staring
stupid.
at me, bro.
Like, don't get me wrong, I can read out loud, but like, if we're like doing book, like popcorn reading, I fucking hate it. Then. Sorry, I was just Yuri. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do.
We
I
fall in
don't
love.
really mean to. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Okay, so she's to my left. All right. Ah, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh, to turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think it's a little bit distracting. Wow. Jesus fuck. My reading is ass. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How so? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses a lot of things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see it in your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Chris, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Um, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant it more of it's kind of cute. Ah, ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone.
No! 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 Stupid, bro! We was getting there! We was getting there! No! We was getting there, you stupid, stupid, stupid! We were getting there! Why on earth, bro? I hate this one. No, get the
Holy sh! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh, I was right. That is what we're doing today. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah! Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you? Um, I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. Hmm. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. You finished a chapter. What do you mean a mental note? You finished 1 chapter. You're on chapter 2. Just go to chapter 2. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Chris, you ever wrote a poem? I think I wrote 2 before.
Yeah, in Holmes' class, yeah.
Holmesy made me write a poem too. Sayori's is a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first?
Yuri. Yuri.
She already know. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exp- ex, except ex,
Expedis.
penis.
Expedit.
What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. I, I he's going to hate me. Oh, that was in her mind? Whatever.
Ooh.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Uh, that's, I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. We're in that, Chris! We're in that! Yes! I thought I fucked up the poem yesterday because fucking Natsuki kept jumping. I thought I fucked it up. We're in that! Yeah? Oh, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's a specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is the way they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Bias? How? Um, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be, isn't? Damn. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh my god, I can't fucking read this. This is fucking
I
cursive.
can.
The the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining st-
Street light. Street light.
street. Oh, that is street light. To have withstood the test of time. The last, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green. Fuck is that? Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay, so that's like a poem about being in the future, but no, thinking about the future, but being in the present, and then thinking about the past, and then you're back to reality. Okay, she's gonna say that 100%. If she says that, we in it. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I could not fucking read that, bitch. I hate people that write in cursive, dude. Holy shit.
Dude.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to. No fucking way! What do you mean? I did my best. Well, I just don't read script very often. Don't fucking lie, Chris. You don't read cursive very often. Fuck you talking about, bruh? Jesus. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It wasn't bad handwriting. It's just I don't like cursive. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you really into ghosts, Yuri? That was a story about ghosts? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Chris. Oh, I was right.
Oh god.
It wasn't about a ghost. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. That's a fucking lie. I took the
That's
time
so
to read
yeah,
that
bro.
shit. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more Solman putting it that way. I was kind of right. I thought it was something like she's looking at the future, but also thinking about the past, and then out of nowhere, she snapped back to reality. She's living in the present. But I guess
Yeah.
what the shit Yuri said was more in depth. Whatever, bro. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Ah, you know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Chris. Ah, me too.
We're in! We're
Natsuki's the pink-haired girl, Sayori's the brown-haired girl, and Monika's the brown-haired girl with long hair. The bitch that interrupted us. Who
Let's
we
do
doing
that
there?
one.
Monica?
Yeah. See what she gotta say.
Alright. Good. Glad to hear it. She has exclamation marks, that's why I'm reading it like that. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring up things. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm settled in more. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Chris. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. Great job, Chris. I was going ooh in my head while reading. He's not. It's really
We are not
metaphorical.
in. We are not.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked out anyway. You know that Yuri likes these kind of writings, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Oh, so we secured that. Okay, that just confirmed it. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuisances. It can take years to practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do you do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Please don't let it be Curse of God. Please don't let it be Curse of God. God,
It's gonna be
please.
cursive. It's gonna be
Don't
cursive.
worry.
It's gonna be
I'm
cursive, bro.
not really good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims they're not really good. Well, that's because I have some confidence. That doesn't mean I'm always. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, okay, that's not that bad. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that's spackled. What the fuck is this word? Oh wow. Stretching, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. What did you get out of that, Chris? All right, class. Let's
Like
go over
a.
this. Let's go over this scripture, guys. Line one. It couldn't have been me. What could have the author
I
meant?
think it's like maybe like moving on from something.
Yeah, I can
Maybe.
get that. I get that too. It wasn't too
Yeah.
bright. It was too deep. Yeah, stretching forever into everything. Okay, okay, I get that. So, what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really into the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Aren't poems supposed to rhyme? No, there's some poems, right? There's two different types of poems. There's poems that
Yeah.
rhyme. There's poems that just fucking you talk. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I actually could say I had a kind of
Huh?
epiphany recently. We got that mad ass jit, and then we got our childhood friend.
The magic.
Chris, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in. Well, we all started somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Pitiful. Oh, I thought I said pitiful.
Painful.
Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. She just told me to get better.
Get better, Chris.
Anyway, I guess I'll share mine too. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. This is like some kindergarten shit.
That
It's like a kindergarten poem.
if I submitted that into my English 11 class, I would fail instantly.
I was
Like,
gonna be like, I was gonna be like,
yeah,
Ray. I was gonna be like, Ray, what the hell is this?
yeah.
Yeah? I told you we're gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I
You just
am.
lied.
Yeah,
We're lying.
we're lying on my butthole. Everyone in high school thinks that writing sophi- has to be all
Sophisticated.
sophisticated and stuff. What the fuck, bro? So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Well, we're not wrong, but we're like we're seniors. We're in high school. We're seniors. We're year
Yeah.
fours. So Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it also puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last
Oh.
line. So you did. Okay, I guess with like just kind of mid. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I didn't really care how old everyone was, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Last one. Last one, Sayori. Childhood friend. Dot dot dot. This is a good poem, Chris. Are you sure this is your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy you would be writing poems in his spare? Wow. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? It just reminds me of how you really. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in a club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Chris. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. How am I selfish for not wanting to join a club? Like that just seems like I don't want to do anything at school. Like after school, I want to go
Uh,
home, knowing how much this means to her and all. Well, I guess since she's a childhood friend and all, whatever. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here. Okay? That would be my way of thanking you. All right, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Oh, don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Yo, no, no, about that. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay, this poem is about the sun and how the sun wakes you up. Sayori! This is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No! Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounded just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. It's as if everyone is judging me for the mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. My shit was way better than Natsuki's. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck was that little kitty ass writing, bro?
who do you think is
This
the
is.
best poem?
I like Yuri's, but the cursive kind of fucked me up.
Yeah.
This this is a literature club after all. I'm not saying that, Chris, just because we're trying to get in there. I'm being so serious. They're grinning, exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly because she can't read cursive. What a fucking dork. What's with this language? I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh, you mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Um, well, I do have a couple suggestions. Well, if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. One person, and she's talking about me. I enjoyed it. She's talking about me. There's no way she's talking about either Yuri or Monica, bro. No. Sayori liked it. Oh, of course Sayori would like it. And Chris did too. Do not put me in this. So
We're trying to get in, not out. Okay.
based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect it to change anytime soon unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Mm, She was about to say the N-word. And Chris liked my poem too, you know. He even liked he even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Wow!
What is happening? Stop! Please! That's
It's not
not
that
what I.
serious.
Uh, you're just. You're. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Chris appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Get her!
Aw.
Huh? And how do you
No
know he
way.
didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you sure you're fuck. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was so full of myself, I would have deliberately gone out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. What? Y- Um, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Chris started showing up.
Oh.
What? Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. They both said that. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Chris! She's just trying to. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, wow, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Chris. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Chris? Um, well, uh, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Bro, just walk out, bro. Just walk out. Literally, the best option is just to walk out.
No, you.
Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, who's it gonna be?
Yuri! Yuri!
Natsuki, you're right that I like your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight
Yes!
just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what
Yes!
happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. Mm, I understand. Yuri, eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Yeah. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well. If you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said something that you didn't mean. You said her boobs were growing as soon as I joined. Like, that's fucking wild. I ain't gonna lie to you. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defined only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Uh, um, Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. She doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
No!
Natsuki! Yeah, I don't know why she's doing it. Like, we explained to her that. Dumbass. What? Approach her and sit in an. At, what is that fucking word?
Ju- adjusting. Nah, adjacent. I don't know.
You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being threatened like that? It wasn't really a threat. What? You handled it as well as anybody could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Chris. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you. I'm thankful that you have. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, uh, what did Natsuki say? Uh, um, well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some
Hold on.
tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Chris, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So, your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Chris! Ready to walk home? Sure. We're going home. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. Chris, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club.
I
But I
should go
think
to book
seeing
club, man.
I think
I
seeing you get
shoulda.
along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. Why you said that, Chris?
Look at this! This could have been me!
Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what I'm. What the fuck am I saying? What? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, we're trying to write for Yuri, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is Yuri like? She likes spooky things. Should I do a tone? Yes!
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so Natsuki, Sayori likes dark things. Natsuki likes childish things. So, there we go. She's gonna like creepy things. Yep, there we go. Alright, disaster? Hell yeah, let's fucking go. Bro, we 6 out of 20 so far. Let's go! What else? Defeat? Oh, okay. Natsuki. Misery, I feel like it's gonna be Sayori. Wow. Let's go. Let's go. Disoriented. Let's go.
Skinny. No.
Shiny, dumbass. Uncanny. Let's go. Unrestrained. Let's go. Depression. Well, I guess not. Lust. Let's go.
Jesus.
Uncontrollable. Let's go! This is Act 3. We're done. That shit hard as fuck, bro. Bro, this is the hardest loading screen of all time, bro. I don't give a. Alright, y'all, bro. That was episode 2. We kicked the field goal and that shit went in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all, like the video, subscribe, like, comment if you're new to the channel. Go subscribe to Chris, the What If Man. Chris, you got anything to say, man, before I end the video?
Subscribe to the What If Man for some other ring content.
I already said that shit. Okay.
Yeah.